You got your new DJI Neo 2? Here are 11 things you should know, and I bet you don't know all of them. Alright folks, the DJI Neo 2 is a small drone, but there's actually a lot more packed into this little thing than you might think. And even if you have been flying yours for a while, there are some settings, features and little tricks that are really easy to miss. Some can make flying easier, some can help when something goes wrong, and others are simply good to know. So there are 11 things I think every DJI Neo 2 pilot should know. And the first one is actually pretty impressive for such a tiny drone. The Neo 2 comes with 49 GB of internal storage. That means you do not need a micro SD card at all. And honestly, I love that. You can simply grab the drone and start recording without ever thinking about whether there's an SD card inside or whether you left it at home. You can see your remaining storage directly in DJI Fly, and when you are done flying, you can transfer your footage to your phone or connect the drone directly to your computer. For such a small drone, 49 GB built in is seriously impressive. If you create content for TikTok, Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, the Neo 2 can actually record vertical video directly. The Neo 2 does not rotate its camera for true vertical shooting like for example the Mini 5 Pro does. Instead, it crops the image from the sensor and gives you a ready-to-use vertical video. Because of that crop, vertical recording is available in up to 2.7K at 60 frames per second instead of 4K. But honestly, for content that is mainly watched on a smartphone, 2.7K is absolutely enough. And having a vertical video straight out of the drone without cropping everything yourself afterwards is a really useful feature. Here's a small setting that can make a big difference when you are framing your shot. In the DJI Fly app, tap the 3 dots in the top right corner and switch to Camera tab. Then scroll down until you reach Gridlines. Here you will find all 3 options for the grid lines and the center cross. Personally, I enable the 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines together with the center cross. The grid divides your image into thirds. Placing your subject along these lines or around one of the intersections, instead of always putting it right in the center, can make your shots look much more balanced and cinematic. This is called the rule of thirds. The center cross also gives you a clear reference for exactly where the drone is pointing. You can enable diagonal lines as well, but personally, I don't use them. For me, they just make the screen more crowded without really helping. Small setting, but definitely worth turning on. So if you are flying on Neo 2 with a DJI RC 2 controller, you can customize the buttons on the back of the controller. Open a DJI Fly app, tap the 3 dots in the top right corner, go to Control and select Button Customization. Here you can choose what the C1 and C2 button should do. And this is important because cruise control is basically hidden on the Neo 2. You will not find a cruise control button somewhere on the normal flight screen. To use it, you first need to assign cruise control to one of the customizer buttons. Personally, I use C2. Once that is done, get the Neo 2 moving in the direction and speed you want. Press C2 and cruise control takes over. There's actually much more you can do with cruise control, so I made a separate video showing you exactly how it works. I will link it right here and in the description below. So here is something I recommend doing on basically every flight. Turn on screen recording. On the DJI RC 2 controller, just swipe down from the top of the screen and tap screen recording before you take off. Of course, this is useful if you want to use the screen footage in a video later, but that is not the main reason I recommend it. If something goes wrong, you have a recording of what actually happened. You can see warning messages, your telemetry, battery level, signal strength and what the drone was seeing at that moment. Especially after a crash, signal loss or any other strange behavior, this can be extremely useful. It costs you basically nothing, so I simply keep it running. The DJI Neo has a really useful radar display that shows you what its obstacle sensors are detecting around the drone. To turn it on, open the DJI Fly app, tap the 3 dots in the top right corner, go to Safety and enable Display Radar Map. Once activated, you will see the obstacle information directly on your screen while flying. And this can get pretty impressive. During my RDH test in a dense forest, the display was sometimes completely filled with obstacles while the Neo 2 was trying to find its way through the trees. It gives you a much better idea of what the drone can can actually see and how close obstacles are around it. Just remember, the radar's additional information, it does not replace looking at where you are actually flying. While we are already in the safety settings, there is another option I recommend checking. Advanced RDH. Go to the three dots in the top right corner, open safety, scroll down to advanced RDH settings and select optimal. With optimal enabled, the Neo 2 can automatically plan a more efficient return to home route based on its surrounding instead of simply following a fixed preset altitude. This allows the drone to use its obstacle sensing system during RDH and adapt the route when necessary. I recently pushed this pretty hard in a dense forest and the Neo 2 managed to find its own way back even in really difficult environment. If you want to see exactly what happened, I have a complete RDH test on my YouTube channel. Yet here's another setting that becomes really important when you are moving while flying. By default, the home point is the location where your Neo 2 started. That is perfectly fine if you stay in the same place. But if you are walking, cycling or even driving while the drone is following you, that original home point can quickly be far behind you. In the DJI Fly app, tap the three dots, go to safety, then update home point and select dynamic home point. With dynamic home point enabled, the Neo 2 continuously updates the home point based on the position of the drone and your controller. So as you move, the home point moves with you instead of staying at the original takeoff location. I use this especially for tracking shots. If the Neo 2 ever needs to return automatically, I want it coming back to where I am now, not to a place I left 10 minutes ago. And there's one more safety setting I definitely recommend checking. In the DJI Fly app, tap the three dots, go to safety and scroll down until you find advanced safety settings. And there you find the signal loss setting. This tells your Neo 2 what to do if the connection between the drone and your controller is lost. Personally, I have this set to return to home. So if I lose the signal completely, the Neo 2 does not just stay somewhere waiting for the connection to come back, it automatically starts its return to home procedure. Together with the RDH setting we just talked about, this gives you an additional safety net if you suddenly lose a connection. It is one of those settings you hopefully never need, but I definitely want it configured before I do. If your Neo 2 ever goes down somewhere and you cannot see it anymore, there's a feature called Find My Drone. In the DJI Fly app, tap the three dots in the top right corner, go to safety, scroll down and select Find My Drone. On the RC2, you will now see a map with the last known position of your DJI Neo 2 marked on it. This already gives you a pretty good idea of where you need to start searching. But there's another feature that can be extremely helpful. As long as you still have a connection, you can make the Neo 2 beep. So instead of searching for this tiny drone in high grass bushes or forest just with your own eyes, you can simply follow the sound. There's one important limitation though, as said, once the connection is lost, the beeping no longer works. In that case, you have to rely on the last known position shown on the map. So if your Neo 2 goes down somewhere, Find My Drone should be one of the first things you check. And the last one is something many Neo 2 pilots do not seem to know. You can hand catch the drone even when you are flying with the DJI RC2 controller. You do not have to switch to palm control or change any setting. Just bring the Neo 2 close to you, let it hover and carefully place your open hand underneath the drone. The downward sensor recognizes your hand and after a moment the Neo 2 automatically lands in your palm and stops the motors. This is super convenient when there is no good place to land, for example in high grass, on wet ground or on uneven terrain. Just keep your hand flat and always approach the drone from underneath. Alright folks, those were my 11 things every DJI Neo 2 pilot should know. But now I'm curious, which one surprised you the most? And is there anything on this list you would do differently? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more drone content coming. Thanks for watching and for spending a few minutes with me today. And now enough screen time. Grab your Neo 2 and go fly it yourself, because talking about drones is great, but flying them is still way better. See you the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.